Welcome to the second module of the micro-learning course on marketing, which is designed to help you get a better understanding of marketing in bite-sized chunks. By the end of the module, you will have a better understanding of how to scan the external environment to your business so that you are aware of the opportunities and threats that could help or hinder you. At the end of the module, you will be given a prompt so that you can use ChatGPT or Bard so that you can do the analysis quickly and easily. The results will then lay the foundations for your future strategy development. Next, we'll be looking at some of the factors that will impact your marketing strategy and so need your time and attention. First, let's take a look at the classic STEEP analysis. This method for analysing the external factors affecting businesses was invented in the 60s, but it's more relevant today than it's ever been. In the STEEP analysis, there are 5 categories: social, technological, economic, environmental and political factors that could affect the way you run your business. A lot has changed over the last few years, so this is a really important exercise for any business owner to understand what external factors are at play. You might ask, what exactly am I looking for? Well, if we think of the impact of COVID, how many of us were prepared for a total loss of income that a lot of businesses experienced? Think of the environment and the impact of all the fires and floods that have been affecting all parts of the world. And what about the technological disruption to certain industries that AI will bring? Next, we will look at some more examples so that you can get an idea of the things that you need to consider. To get you started, I'll cover a few examples for each category. For political factors, there's a lot of uncertainty right now. In your own STEEP table, you could include aspects such as Brexit for the UK and its European partners, the war in Ukraine, free trade talks, and the general polarisation in the political landscape as a whole. Economic factors could include the economic impacts of the global pandemic, the subsequent economic turbulence, the challenges of the energy crisis for European countries, and global supply chain issues. Climate change and how to protect and reverse some of the changes to the environment will have an increasing impact on how we do business. It will mean less travel, more global working. Location will become increasingly less important and more migration as people abandon areas where human habitation has become impossible. Costs will continue to rise as transportation becomes more expensive, and so localized food production, for example, will become more important. New industries will emerge that are designed to address the challenges ahead. Under social factors, you could include things like the shift to working from home, a growing awareness of the need for inclusivity, and more global working with associates using platforms such as Fiverr and Upwork. Finally, in technological factors, we have things like mass uptake and improvements in video call software like Zoom and Teams. There's also huge pressure in the UK to improve broadband infrastructure so that people can work more effectively from home. All of these external factors will have some kind of knock-on effect on your business, whether positive or negative. Spending some time thinking about their impact will help you to plan in advance and avoid the pitfalls of ignoring what is happening around you. You don't want a Kodak or Blockbuster moment where they failed to embrace the disruptive change that was happening in their market. Now it's time for a few action points to get you started. As an example of disruptive change, when I wrote this course 6 months ago, artificial intelligence or AI was only being talked about. 6 months later, and now it's a common tool, so we can now ask ChatGPT or Google's Bard to do the STEEP analysis for you. As you may be aware, when using ChatGPT or Bard, it's all about what you enter, or the prompt as it's referred to. Before you do that, you need to collate your information for the prompt. To do that, I have created variables as they are known in the world of programming. The variables we are going to use to program your prompt are the product, which is the product or service that you sell. You need to describe the product or service in detail so that the AI is very clear on what you are selling. The buyer is your ideal customer. You need to describe your ideal customer in a lot of detail, including their job title, company size, location for business buyers, and their demographic if they are consumers. Next, for the benefit, you need to describe the key benefits of your product or service. Then finally, you need to include the location or geography of where you sell. If you are based in the UK but sell globally, then use global as the location. It's where you sell that matters. Next, use the structure on the screen to insert your answers into the variables and copy and paste the prompt into ChatGPT or Bard, or to test the answers. Review the response, amend it, and add it into your sales and marketing plan under the heading of External Awareness. If you would like help with getting your marketing on track, we have more free courses and resources at hub.vision2success.co courses.